What's happening, people of the internet? It's me, 4Man from 4Man Gaming, and welcome back to BeamNG.drive, where today we're going to continue on with our discussion of the latest vehicle to be added on to the game, the Hirochi SBR4, I think? Let's reset this bad boy and find out. Yes, the SBR4. And I literally hadn't moved the camera before the thing started. Before I started filming. So basically, how the video started was basically the way the previous video had ended. Now, in part 2 of the Hirochi SBR4 video series, we're gonna ditch the standard version of the vehicle, and we are going to go have a look at one of the other variations. Now, the other variations that you're gonna see are gonna be a bit different. They're now going to have turbos, and so here's the standard version, and the rest of them are just turbos. The turbo versions. We're gonna start with the stage 1 turbo with the automatic gearbox. Now, the differences you'll find on this car, on this version of the car, more or less, are very, very slim. You'll find on the back here, there is a TT badge. Now, this could coincide with the fact that it might have been an Audi that was made. Now, the other difference you'll find is the wheels. On the other version, the wheels were different. And you guys can see everything moves. Now, as for the interior, for me, I do not notice any changes, except that dashboard might not have been black before. I don't know. I just had dinner, so it's kind of hard for me to remember. Now, the differences between the other engine and this engine are the fact that this one actually has a turbo in it. A stage 1 twin turbo. Now, you should be able to notice an increase in performance from the last video, which you can see right here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to test this car out in a variety of segments. First one being top speed. Now, in order for us to get a true top speed out of this car, we are going to head on the outskirts of here, and I'm not gonna to be safe, I'm gonna respawn the car right there, so it shouldn't even move a lot. Now, FPS should be pretty good. Let's find out how fast the Hirochi SBR4 tops out at with the twin turbo stage 1 version. That's a mouthful. Now, you guys can see, I've had my finger on the throttle on my PlayStation controller for about 15 to 30 seconds now, and it's already up at 130 miles an hour. Pretty much close to that. And the only difference between the stage 2 and stage 1 turbo is, I believe, better performance, a different stock color, and different rims. Now, it looks like this car tops out at 150, meaning you're not going to expect some serious performance if you want to go at 200 miles an hour. Now, parking brake. Oh my gosh. And how much skidding did we do? Let's find out. Do I even have skid marks enabled? No. Now, one thing that I didn't realize in the last video that I could do is I could test how each version of the car fares in different types of testing scenarios. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna park the car here, And we are going to go back and grab the base version of this car, which would be the rear-wheel drive base. And what we're going to do here is we're basically going to see how this fares in a variety of different sequences. Now, water we're going to completely skip, because the water is... this car is not going to be able to survive in water. Ice, however, is a whole different story. If I put my foot on the brake, it brakes. Now, ice, this is pretty awesome. See, look at this. Whoa, whoa. See, the car has a tendency to want to get into a drift. But you guys can see just how insane the car is on ice. And that was just the base version. Now, when going through sand, the car does have some problems. See, it's just sinking away in sand. It just doesn't want to drive. So in that case, we're gonna reset the car and move on to the next testing scenario, the mud. And the same story here. The mud completely stops the car. So we're gonna move on to the second to final one, the grass. Now, grass, as you can see, doesn't affect this car too much. And to be honest, that's pretty interesting. And the final one, which is basically dirt, this car can handle dirt as well. Now, what we're going to do is we are actually going to reset the car, and we're going to switch back to the Stage 1 twin turbo version of the car. And we are going to go with the automatic gearbox. I think that's the one we chose previously. We're going to see how the turbos increase the performance of these cars. And here we go. And as you guys can see, there is a huge tendency to slide with this with the turbo version, because there's more power going through the rear wheels. Because there's no all-wheel drive system in this car, as far as I know, the car will just keep sliding. Now, the next test I wanted to do was how well it does over dirt, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get the exact same result. Wow! I killed it. Well, at least we know it handles dirt very well. Or, I think sand. Now, let's see how it does here. Alright, we're basically having the same result as with the base model, but with a little bit more speed. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we've seen how the car performs. I was considering... Oops, sorry about that. I was considering skipping the grass, but we're just gonna do it anyway. Grass, it has no problem in. Now the dirt, it has no problem with dirt. Now, I want to do a crash in this one. We're going to do a 90 mile an hour crash in between these two pillars. And we're going to see what happens. Oh! Did you guys just see that? Holy crap. F8. Alright, we gotta move this. F7. Whoa! That is the most insane crash I've ever seen from this car. Now, now this car is amazing. I will give it that. It is amazing. Yeah. Now that we've had fun with the stage 1 version, we're gonna smash everything. We're gonna smash the stage 2 turbo into the action. Oh my goodness. Now stage 2 turbo has a speedy blue color. And you guys can see just how much power the stage 2 twin turbo has. And we're gonna go right back over to our standard test area for measuring top speed. And keep in mind, I'm only measuring top speed of the turbo stage 1 and stage 2 models of the car, because the base model might not be so good. Let's go. Now you guys can just see how much power it's got. Within 5 seconds of me putting the throttle at 100%, the car is already surpassed 60 miles an hour. It is getting close to 150 miles an hour. Now, it looks like we're probably going to have the same result, only we have an extra gear. Oh look, there we go. So, differences on the stage 2 turbo are very, very different. Well, at least for power, they're slightly different. Did I say very different? I meant slightly different. But we're just gonna keep driving here. We're gonna see what this car can actually max out at. Looks like it's gonna max out at 164, 165. Brake! Alright, so there we go. We have our testing on this one. And now, time for the testing of this. Here we go. See, look at this. The sheer power this car can do. And look, it doesn't even matter where you go. Now, I'm pretty sure stage 2 turbos have no problem getting through this. Only, I think we just broke something. Yeah, we broke the bumper. Alright, so we made it through that. Now we gotta go through the dirt. Which I'm thinking this car may have problems with. Actually, no! It does not have any problems. That was surprising. So, it goes well through there. Now, let's see, do we have any slowdown if we go over this? Nope. I just want to do a jump. I need to do a jump in this car. Or I could turn it into a pancake. Here's how we can really make it a jump. Hold down. Look at this. I believe I can fly. Okay, this car cannot fly, guys. This car cannot fly. Alright, so now let's analyze what happened in this crash. The front end absorbed the most damage. Whoa! Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Look at this! This is awesome! Oh my gosh, the gearbox couldn't select the right gears. But yeah, that's how that goes with the Ibishu. No, not Ibishu. Hirochi SBR4. Yeah. So now we're moving on to our final review part of it. This car, well, yeah. It is insane. It's got 3 different variants for your variant-loving demon to drive around with. And yeah, it's pretty interesting interior. I like that steering wheel. Now the steering wheel, it's pretty nice, but as for my final rating, I would give this a basically 10 out of 10 because it's a well done piece of machinery. See, look, you could go really far in. The engine is well detailed, only it could be a bit more detailed. But this is as well as the developers can do, so I'm not gonna mark them down on that. Wheels look pretty good. Just basically the whole model looks pretty good as well. And basically through all 3 versions, out of all 3 versions, for me, I would use the base model most of the time. Because if you're really going to want to race a car, then go with the Stage 1 or Stage 2 turbos. But if you're just looking for a car to cruise around maps like East Coast USA, Jungle Rock Island with, I would highly suggest you take a look at this car. Now, it is free. It's provided in the latest update, which does happen to be version 0.4.2.0. So if you have it on Steam, Steam should automatically download it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this video off right here. Thank you guys so much for watching both of the Hirochi SBR4 car review videos. Very interesting piece of machinery right here. I'm gonna probably go cruise around in this for a little bit. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.